Now, let's have a look at the Rabbitohs. And the Rabbitohs, they went so close, they finally missed out in the 8 when they were beaten by Newcastle in the last game, or it was a Friday night game, in round 26. But South Sydney, they thrilled us during the season. Their big loss is going to be Chris Sando. There's no doubt about that, because over the last couple of months, he's been thrilling. I think he's risen to another level as a player. They've got many good players. You can probably put it down to the fact that they lost many players injured. Some key players, some big boppers too. Players like Sam Burgess, Roy Asatasi, Luke Stewart, all out for big chunks of the season, made it very difficult for them. A big suspension for Dave Taylor. So their size were missing, for big chunks of the season, as was Greg Inglis, their star, who started to look more comfortable towards the latter part of the season. Yeah, disappointing year for the Bunnies. As last season, Gibbsy, in the last round, they had an opportunity to get into the top 8. They got smashed by the Dragons this year. They got smashed by the Knights. Sorry, they got smashed by the Dragons the previous year, got smashed by the Knights in the last game this year. Chris Sandow is going to be a huge loss. What a last 8 weeks he's had. I thought Isaac Luke had a very quiet first half of the season. He's had a dynamic second half. For me, under Michael Maguire next year, they're going to be a far better team. No disrespect to John Lang. I think Greg Inglis was played in the wrong position. I think he was too easy to defend there out there at left centre. I think he's a far more dangerous player at 6 or 1, and there's no doubt from speaking to the coach, I actually know him quite well, that he will play a different position next year. The emergence of Nathan Merritt as a fullback once Reece Wessel went on. Big pluses there for the Bunnies, but who do they play at halfback? They need to find a halfback. Do they throw a lifeline to Todd Carney, to Matt Orford? They've got young Adam Reynolds there. Matt Orford's not going to...
Well, I'm just throwing it out there, Gibbsy. They've got young Adam Reynolds who
knows? Michael Maguire might bring someone like a Thomas Lulawai.
Well, he's trying, Gibbsy, but they're all locked up. He's been trying to get a Michael Monaghan, those sort of players. James Maloney from the Warriors tried to get him.
He's contracted as well.
Yeah, I know. So they've failed into getting all them players. They tell me Adam Reynolds will get first go, but this is a young player that's from the 20s who's been out all season with a knee reconstruction. So to throw him to the deep end, I think Michael...
Well, the best signing
with 2012, Michael Maguire to the Rabbitohs. I'm telling you, this guy is the emergence of a superstar coach. Under Craig Bellamy, he's done wonderful things. He's gone to Wigan, won things there. They won the Challenge Cup final last week. Best signing of the year for the Bunnies, Michael Maguire.
Well, you alluded to Nathan Merritt, and he has been outstanding when he moved to that fullback position. And when he was scoring all those tries, and he'd get 8 in about 7 days, he then tore his quadricep, missed a couple of matches. He came back for their last match against Newcastle, scored a try. So in 22 appearances, Nathan Merritt, an outstanding display, 22 tries. And he was only usurped in the last Sunday afternoon of the competition by Ben Barber, who scored 4 tries to top the list with 23. But he was brilliant, Nathan Merritt. He can sniff out a try from anywhere.
Yeah, and he's taken over as the leading all-time try scorer with the Rabbitohs, John, which is, let's not forget, going back 20 and 30 years, the Rabbitohs were the gun team, and congratulations to Nathan Merritt. Here's a guy 4 years ago was top try scorer when the Rabbitohs finished last, Gibbsy, so... Disappointing to not see him at fullback earlier in the season. I think John Lang persisted with Reece Wessel for far too long. I think a lot of loyalty there from these Panther days. But I think onwards and upwards for the Bunnies. If they can find a good, solid halfback and keep the big guns, as you spoke about, Sam Burgess. I think Luke Burgess, John, come in and did a good job signing from Leeds, obviously the older brother of Sam Burgess.
Yeah.
I think he did a great job in the 8 weeks he was here. I think the Bunnies got a lot to build on next year. I think, as I said, the best signing for them has been the coach. Really looking forward to see him take the reins at the Bunnies.
Now, I don't want to... Benny Waring has got the most tries, and then it was a whole hope of him. He's got about 144, Benny Waring, and then you got players like... Well, second is Nathan Merritt, as you say, and he went past players like Harold Horder.
That's right. Ray Brannigan or Arthur Brannigan?
Bob McCarthy scored 100 tries. So there you have it. So Nathan Merritt, by any standards, has been absolutely magnificent.